what do we have next? Oh, world title.
Swerve.
Yeah, we had the world title with Swerve and Christian Cage. Christian Cage comes out, and then we got a champion entrance with Swerve. Fucking Prince Nana is coming out with, he's got 4 bottles in his hands, and he's smacking them together. Swerve, come out and play.
Swerve, come out and play.
And then
What is that a what's that a reference
This is
to?
a reference.
Warriors, come
good.
out and play.
Hell yeah, because I knew I recognized it from something, and it was really cool though. We had like a little vignette of Swerve like driving through Vegas, and he was just like,
And they
Like,
showed the
it's fucking go
sphere
time, let's
with
do
the
it.
emoji face, and the sphere went,
yup.
it was so
It
good.
was so cool.
Swerve came out. Nana's back.
Oh,
Proper Swerve entrance.
we got a good
Alright,
entrance.
he was
doing the
hitting it.
dance.
He was hitting it.
Oh man,
So good.
I gotta say, not a big fan of Swerve's entrance gear.
his gear has never really been the story. Yeah, I feel like I did like his gear when at Dynasty when he won the championship.
Yeah.
I remember that being cool. Other than that, like I feel like doesn't really have big entrances. He had the guy who did his theme song, I believe, at Wembley, and he came out with them. It's all about Prince Nana.
It
doing the
is.
dance.
Prince Nana is
It's
phenomenal.
always been about Prince Nana. You know, despite all that, he came out and he put on a banger.
He did put on a banger. So, of course, Swerve comes out with Prince Nana. Christian comes out with the whole patriarchy. You know, the whole crew's there. Mother Wayne, Nick Wayne, Kill Switch. They're all out there. And the whole thing with this match was the ref is just meant to be fucking dumb in this match, right? So, the patriarchy tricks the ref into ejecting Prince Nana from the arena first. Where are you going? So
He's keeping watch.
Nana's like holding the title, and they were the ref thought that he was like acting up, doing some shit. So they eject Nana, and then the patriarchy gets too close to the sun. They get ejected. All 3 of them. It was an incredible moment. The ref's like, you, and then he does the whole wind up and out of here thing. The whole crowd is singing.
One of my favorite things in wrestling is how hype it is when someone gets ejected that you don't want there.
Yeah.
The ref, always so good at selling it. You're out of here, and everyone's like,
So
"Yeah."
good.
It's so
Like, it's
good.
one of the silliest little things about pro wrestling that I love, and it works every time.
Yeah.
You'll never get bored of it.
So then Nick Wayne comes back. He sneaks out, comes back to the ring.
Dirty little Nick Wayne.
Tries to do some shenanigans. He fucking cutters Swerve just literally out of nowhere, does a fucking RKO to Swerve, and then Prince Nana comes out with an iron pipe and chases
And
Nick
then
Wayne out of the
chases him out.
arena.
Oh my god, it was so fun to watch, dude. Like
So good.
this match definitely felt like it was more about the like factions than it was about the actual match itself,
Yeah.
and which is always kind of nice to see. But I mean, even then, still, it's always nice to see Swerve Strickland absolutely just have his, well, not quite have his way, but just like everything he does looks so dominant.
My favorite part of the match was they were both, him and Christian were running the ropes at like terminal velocity. And then Swerve just I think after maybe like 4 back and forths past each other, just goes up for the like house call dropkick on Christian and just annihilates him.
It was a counter to the spear too, because Christian went to go like do a spear.
Right.
That's why he's like flat, and he does the house
I was
call,
gonna
and
say-
Christian just flattens out, dude.
It was
And you
awesome.
usually don't see that him do that move unless like the other person's like down on one knee and like at a level where he can actually reach it. But they like timed it so perfectly. I like jumped in my seat. It was so good. There were so many matches tonight where I was screaming. Normally when I watch these pay-per-views, I'm in my apartment. I'm staying with some dogs. I'm normally at my apartment where I cannot scream. And I was screaming all night at every single match.
Yeah.
Dude, this was such a fun show.
It was
insane.
really good. The way this one ended too, he did a swerve stomp and then another house call, and then of course went over. My question is though, like we've been talking about, is what do they do with Swerve now? How do they make him feel?
How do they keep him up top?
Yeah, because obviously he can perform at the level that he needs to. This match showed that he's fucking an incredible performer.
You know what they need to do?
But what do they do?
You know what they need to do? Can you guess what I'm gonna say? You know who they need to bring back? They need to bring back Hangman Adam Page.
Okay.
They need to bring back Hangman because that rivalry, they've faced each other fucking like 4 times now. What's another? They're like, I heard in another podcast, they're like those two. They can never have a bad match. They're like those two friends that you'll never get tired of them. Like, I'm trying to think of 2 wrestlers throughout history that just always historically like have good matches. John Cena, Randy Orton.
Yep.
Stone Cold and The Rock.
Yeah,
like,
John Cena, Randy Orton. Even John Cena and Edge too. Their
John
rivalry.
Cena and Edge. Yeah, that one makes more sense. They're like the John Cena and the Edge of like this era, and Hangman likely will come back as a heel because he kind of left on heelish terms where he was just kind of going crazy and I want Swerve to fail. I want him to lose so much. And now he's, there's the opportunity for him to come back and like be this disheveled heel that just is so like, you don't deserve that. I'm going to take it from you. And if not now, then it could happen later and I could see Hangman even winning the title. But I think that is like something that people want to see. Because right now, I can't think of anyone else that I'd want to see, like, that I can think of off the top of my head that I want to see face Swerve.
Yeah.
That has any sort of, like, history with him in AEW. Keith Lee, we talked about, right? If Keith Lee ever comes back, that would be fantastic. And then we also get Keith Lee in a world title match, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know the details of that. But they need to keep him on top because he looked really good